Hey folks, Sean back here once again with the latest edition of Beer-snobby goodness. This is gonna be an informal series once again. One of my favorite breweries out of Easton, Pennsylvania. This is Weyerbacher, and a brand new addition to the lineup, Sexy Motherpucker. Reminds me of myself, actually. Went to their 22nd anniversary celebration a couple of weeks ago, and purchased myself a brand new Weyerbacher tulip glass. Because oddly enough, for as many reviews as I've done of these guys, I didn't have a single bit of drinkware tied to them. So, problem rectified. Anyway, back to the beer. As always, I've got my trusty metrics up here. So, per the synopsis on Weyerbacher's website, this was inspired by a classic beverage blending lemonade and iced tea. This is 7.5% alcohol by volume sour ale with bright citrus notes. They apparently have endeavored to blend both the malt and the tart to produce said beer. Pretty fizzy beer. The head is dissipating fairly quickly nonetheless. I gotta tell you, as sours go, that is markedly darker. Taking the aroma. Ever so light sour note. I'm definitely picking up a healthy dose of the citrus on the nose. A little bit of pine. Smells promising. Without further ado, diving on in. Cheers. It's a little different. I'll get to the articulation in a minute here. Definitely picking up a healthy combination of citrus, not overpowering. Tart, not too tart. You definitely don't want to, lips aren't gonna curl in like you would with a super strong sour or grapefruit juice. Healthy flavor so far. But definitely a good combination of the sour and the malt. It's fairly light mouthfeel too. It even at 7.5 alcohol by volume, this I could see easily going down without a whole lot of effort. It's not too bad. I've had some other sours, albeit lighter ones, where the flavor was slightly more robust, but this is nonetheless pleasant. Can't complain so far. I'm having lunch at the moment. I'm going to see how well this goes with a PB&J sandwich, so catch you in a bit. Okay. Well, let's see. First off, I would say this actually does, in fact, kind of go okay with a PB&J sandwich. So, for those of you who still eat lunch the way you did when you're 12, this is absolutely a good beer to pair with it. And that said, I've had a couple of different sours in recent months, and I do have to give props to Weyerbacher, doing the classic craft beer mantra of experimenting, taking risks. Sometimes when you take risks, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This one I would say is somewhere in the middle on that. It's, the flavor, pleasant enough. There's definitely a hint of licorice that sneaks in halfway through and stays to the end. The sour is consistent throughout. A little bit of citrus, not much. But particularly for a beer that pours this dark, I was cautiously optimistic that I'd get a little bit more of a robust flavor as the beer warms, which unfortunately I didn't. That said, as you can clearly see, I have finished the beer. So, not a drain pour by any stretch, just not the best thing I have had from the company, which is, my apologies, Weyerbacher. I'm definitely a fan of your work. This one is not one of the ones I'll reach for in all likelihood again. But yeah, again, got to do the experiments. I understand all that. So, but don't let for those of you watching this video, don't let me be the final judge. Sexy Motherpucker just was released in June. Give it a go, have a pour. You be the judge. So, and on a completely unrelated note, for those of you who live near the oceans, do not swim with your wedding band on. Especially in cold water, it is likely to fly right off and disappear into the murk. Then you have to go to a tattoo artist and get the original ring pattern emblazoned onto your finger. Which, if you happen to do that in Rehoboth, you need to go to Electric Tiger Tattoo and get it taken care of there. They do excellent work. So that's my PSA for the day. Till next time, this is Sean. Cheers.